What's up guys, Duarte here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and today we are back to talk once again about Kestrel and talk about a tip that was given to me by Rai Schlick, I think that's the name, Ravager's Int. He gave me a tip that he faced Kestrel on a very specific team, and that team was insanely strong that he was not able to defeat that team in Alliance Wars defense. So he asked me what I thought about it and if I knew any counter. I never heard about this team before, and then I tried it out and it was quite interesting. So in this video we are going to talk about Kestrel a bit once again, and then in which team she is fitting that makes her so much more powerful, or makes this other team so much more powerful. And also we will take a look at a clip of this team against the Black Order, which usually Black Order is a good counter for this team in Alliance Wars defense. And then you guys let me know in the comments what you think about it. So if you like the information on this video, like always, share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content. 65% of my viewers are still not subscribed, so it would be really cool if you'd subscribe and turn on notifications. And if you like the video, make sure you smash that like button. So with that said, let's talk about just a little bit about Kestrel, what makes her so good. And there are many things that make her very good. For example, the passive, she spawns with 2 charges, and while she has charge, she prevents all kinds of summons from the enemies. If any negative effects are applied to her, she will use those negative effects to heal herself. She spawns with the offense up, so she will do tons of damage early on in the fight. And she also gets extra HP, especially if she is together with the cosmic allies. It's not going to be the case. And if the enemies have defense down, she will do 400% damage to the enemies, which will definitely hurt. It always hurts a lot when you face her, for sure you have seen. She has an insane ultimate that does a very high nuke of piercing damage, applies defense down and has extra focus. So like I mentioned before, facing enemies like the Black Order, this will definitely counter the regeneration on Call Obsidian plus Taunt. Then she can give defense up, speed up, and immunity to herself after she does the special. So this is usually on the second turn, and she has a nice amount of speed, and especially on this team she'll go quite fast, and she'll have these extra buffs early on. And with her basic, she applies defense down to the enemies, especially when she does the isolate attack, and this is going to be very useful on this specific team because this team doesn't do much damage, even that they are very strong on Alliance Wars defense, and her being on this team completely changes the meta. Kestrel is a very powerful character. She has very good stats, and you should get her to gear tier 15 as fast as possible and get as much red stars on her as possible. I was very lucky, I got her at 2 red stars, and thanks to the event I got her to the 3 red stars. No irony intended. And she has 5 yellow, but if you can get her at 6 yellow from the event, that would be great for you. I definitely recommend investing this character as much as possible. It's definitely one of those top tier characters that you have in the game. All the investment is good, she's good in many game modes, and she can fit in other Alliance Wars defensive teams, but I think placing her on this team will definitely scare a lot of people. And the other teams that she's good on defense, they are also good by themselves, so it's not like it's necessary for her to be there. Or what you can make is to use her on the rooms that don't have a defense down, like every room that is not around the security. It's up to you, but I think this is a great team, but you guys let me know. I'm gonna show you the team now that I'm talking about, and then we are going to take a look at a clip with this team in action. So the team I'm talking about is this one right here. So Marauders with Kestrel and we have Mystique rather than have Sabretooth, because Mystique is way better, of course. So the deal with this team is that they have tons of HP, they have tons of resistance, tons of everything, and they have Emma Frost slowing down the enemies when they are attacking, and also clearing all the negative effects away, and doing mind controls that force the enemies to attack on each other. If the enemies have a defense down, that will also increase the multiplier of the damage that the enemies do each other, the damage they do to each other when they are mind controlled. So what can happen is that Kestrel applies a defense down to the enemies, then you mind control them, then they one-shot each other. Is just great. It's marvelous, let's say that. And Kestrel on this team fixes a problem that they had, which was having a very low amount of damage, and if the match would last long enough, you would be able to defeat them eventually. And thanks to this extra damage that Kestrel provides, many times now Strife survives throughout the match, and that's a huge advantage, because if he survives long enough, he is very annoying because he's giving energy to the other members of the team, and he also has that annoying taunt with the regenerative shield plus deflects and so on. He becomes very, very annoying if he lasts a long time. Okay, so that's the team. Also, when Kestrel applies defense down, and because Mystique with her special attacks many characters, that also triggers the passive from Kestrel, and whenever Emma Frost uses her special, it also activates the passive from Kestrel. So there is a lot of abilities that before didn't do that much damage, but now they will do tons of damage. So with that said, let's take a look at a clip of this team in action in Blitz against the Black Order, full Gear Tier 15, many characters with 7 red stars, and let's see how it goes. Okay, so as I mentioned, we have the Marauders with Emma Frost and Kestrel. We have Kestrel in the middle, just to make sure that any negative effects or ability blocks or whatever that are applied to Strife, they go to Emma Frost and they don't go to Kestrel. Even that she's quite strong, she doesn't have the maximum amount of HP bonus that she usually gets from her passive. So I decided to keep her in the middle just to make sure that she takes as little damage as possible. But you might even consider putting her here in the corner just to prevent if she doesn't have a good amount of yellow stars and red stars like it's the case with mine. And we are facing a Black Order with Thanos 7 red stars, Proxima Midnight 6 red stars, Cull Obsidian 7 red stars, Ebony Moss 6 red stars, and the weakest is Corvus Glaive, but that's fine because usually he doesn't have to do much with his team. And all of them are at Gear Tier 15, and most of our characters at Gear Tier 14, Kestrel and Mr. Sinister are at Gear 15. So let's take a look at the match and see how it goes. You can see that is 85k punch down the Black Order on the Marauders. And you have to remember that in Alliance Wars, the Marauders have 30% more HP and 50% more resistance and focus plus defense up on spawn, which will not be the case in this clip. So let's take a look at how the match goes, and this will be 100% on auto. I'm not playing this match, it's a game playing by itself. So it started with attacking Proxima Midnight because Corvus Glaive is in the middle. This is what you should do. And then it's just auto, it goes for Cull Obsidian early on. Now he has the defense down, mind control. The mind control is from Ebony Moss, so it doesn't result in the most amount of damage. If it would be Thanos, he would probably be one-shotted. And of course that would be amazing. So we have Emma Frost doing the special that triggers the ISO 8 attack. And now we have Mr. Sinister doing the clone's Cull Obsidian. He still has the defense down, now he clears. Now we have the Corvus Glaive attacking the everyone in the middle, and this is why you might consider putting Kestrel in the corner just to make sure that she takes as little damage as possible. And Mr. Sinister, if he takes some damage, it will be fine because he has the extra HP from Alliance Wars defense. So here we have Mystique attacking everyone and Kestrel doing the extra attack. Now Thanos doing the basic once again on Strife, but Strife is very healthy, and now Call Obsidian is going to die. Call Obsidian dying results in Ebony Maw getting 100% guaranteed the blind, and he will fail the ultimate, so this might delay the enemy on his attack, and if he delays the slowdown and so on, what's going to happen is that then he will have no chance of applying stun to Mr. Sinister. So Kestrel applies defense down to 2 more targets. We have 3 targets with defense down, and now Mystique died. That's fine. We have to remember that Mystique was only gear tier 14 and Thanos is gear tier 15. So now Strife with the ultimate does a nice amount of damage, gets rid of Proxima Midnight, and Kestrel then gets rid of Corvus Glaive thanks to the passive. And now we are stuck behind on Thanos, but this is a 4 versus 5 plus the clone, so we are just fine. There is no way that they can recover. Also Ebony Maw has the ability block, so even lower chances that he'll do anything interesting. Plus he already spent all his cooldowns. It takes a very long time for him to recover his cooldowns on this specific team, so at this point we are just fine. Even that we lost Mystique, our characters have the ability of recovering their health based on turns, so if the enemy alliance attacks this team once again, they will have most of their cooldowns ready. On spawn, Mr. Sinister will get more energy. Strife with his very short cooldown on the special will also get more energy to everyone, and this team will be ready to go, and that's pretty much it. So I think this is a very strong combination. You definitely should try it out, and here we're going to take a look at the stats of the team. So everyone level 80, gear tier 14 or gear tier 15, many characters with tons of red stars. Only Corvus was a little bit lower, but once again we have the extra levels, we have the extra tiers in gear, and we have the extra red stars. So I think this is a very impressive fight, and at least I will try this team for sure this week on Alliance Wars Defense, and I hope you guys try this team as well. And once again, shout out for Rai Schlick for telling me about this team. I didn't heard about it before, I have never seen it before, and I find it very interesting with very powerful results. Taking the Black Order like this so easily is just impressive. Once again, it was 100% on auto, and this is what you want because it's an Alliance Wars defensive team. So yeah guys, that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Kestrel on the Marauders. Is it the answer to stop the Black Order from countering the Marauders so easily? I think it is, but you guys let me know in the comments below. Try this team out and then tell me what you think about it. Is it that strong? I really think it is, and I hope you guys have great results with it. So that's going to be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button like a boss. And once again, if you found information on this video helpful, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.